Alright, greetings. In the name of Yahweh, in the name and authority of Yahshua Messiah, in the direction of the Holy Spirit. Yeah, I know it's been a couple of days, and as you already know, I got different things that I work on. I have other responsibilities and shit that I be having to take care of. It's just part of what I got to do. Now, I was going to speak about the Lionsgate portal, but that is a whole nother video that I have to try to drop maybe this evening, if not tomorrow evening. And it's actually a frequency. I really feel that there's a lot of obscurity around people talking about portals and people really not understanding how they open or how they close or how to really emerge into them. But nonetheless, the message in today's class is going to be about a message that I used to always hear and I used to read when I studied Islam years ago, because I had to find out what it is that I was missing, that I needed to know, and I learned a great deal. But one of the sayings I used to always read was, God will not change the condition of the people until they decide to change the condition of themselves. Now, though I can't tell you where in the Quran that was actually spoken, I can tell you I read it several times because it's been years. I still have one copy in my library here. But the term God, or should I say the Most High, will not change the condition of the people until they change the condition of themselves, is actually meaning that change comes from within. You are programmed to look for change externally in your perception, all right? But where all the magic takes place is on the inside of you, which is why we do shadow work. We continue to learn. We have to learn how to meditate, which I know it can't be that easy for a lot of people. And then learning the process of reimagination. Now, this is based on my experiences. This is not nothing that's coming from anybody else. This is just how I'm mapping out how I regain my balance. But one of the things that we tend to miss is that media has programmed you into believing that you change the world by what you put forth, all right? How you toil, that's how you change. Okay, if that was true, why don't the rich believe that? Why don't the wealthy believe that? They don't believe that. They believe hard work and consistency with the manifestation that they have already set in place will bring about an end result. Okay? So if you want a new car and you have learned how to do spell work, then you know how to create an energy vortex and how to release that out into basically the universe and create what they call some type of positive affirmations in the present tense. Not the future tense, but the present tense as far as you already have it. And keep the belief to yourself. A lot of these energies become dismantled when you share them with people who do not share your same concept and your same beliefs. And then you wonder why things don't work, and then you blame the magic, saying, no, it was you who was to blame because you went to tell people who didn't believe in your dreams. So when they showed you they didn't believe in your dreams, you took their disbelief to be your disbelief, and then you scuttled some type of manifestation that you've already done, which creates stagnation, which is why they teach you when you are doing magic, you don't tell people what it is you're trying to draw into your life, because people can send the evil eye onto your inspirations or your desires. And if carefully, if they know what they're doing, they can even put roadblocks in front of your perceived realities. All right, which is very, very dangerous. So learning how to keep things close to you, to yourself, will help you in your evolution of trying to grow spiritually. But right now, I'm going to show you at least five different ideas that you can take a screenshot of to help you work on self. Now, these particular five ideas that I'm giving you can spearhead and can take you anywhere your spirit drives you to go to find out or investigate. And learning to look within is learning to figure out what you hold within that is stopping what you want without. Now, some people want things that are not impossible to get. They just take a little longer. They take a little bit more energy, a little bit more focus, a little bit more faith. But nonetheless, the work has to be set in motion for you to be able to reap these benefits. You don't have to take somebody else's, because as you take from somebody else is going to eventually take from you. All right? So let me jump right into it. I'm going to show you the 5 things that I have used from my experience in the past to be able to overcome some hurdles. And even to this day, these are things that I still employ and re-employ into my own reality to best realign myself if my focus shifts too far out the way, instead of staying focused on my goals like I need to. So let's do it. Okay, now here I want to show you these 5 points, and you can write them down, take a screenshot, whatever you need to do to kind of help you focus on what you need to work on to get back into your spiritual alignment, to help yourself get out of what a lot of people call stuckness. Here I wrote down in the first one, shadow work. Shadow work is realignment and clearing. Why do you have to be realigned? Because a lot of the mental distortions that you have are the things that cause the maladies and the suffering within inside of yourself, which projects out into your real-time reality. Next is learning. You can't stop learning because you have reached some type of epitome within your life. All right, learning is also learning energy control. Learning energy control is magic, because that is how you manipulate energy, which is waves, to change the trajectory of your reality. To study is to explore. Okay, now let's move on to meditation. What does meditation do for us? Meditation is to process cognitive distortions to induce new beliefs. Okay, you can't develop new beliefs if you don't meditate. You have to meditate and go within. All right, because that is where a lot of the hiccups are within our lives. All right, this is where the hang-ups, when we try to figure out everything is pressing against us. No, you're pressing against yourself because you're refusing to go in and look at the things that are causing the mental roadblocks that are stopping you from being able to complete the things that you want. All right, now, next, let's go into reimagination. Reimagination is what? It is to incubate new possibilities that you don't tell anyone. And excuse me, I did kind of react right there. All right. Reimagination is to incubate new possibilities that you don't tell anyone. Why? Because you don't want anybody putting evil eye on your beliefs or blocking your realities that you're trying to bring in. Next, learn how to be okay with sitting in silence without interruption for 1 hour, 1 day, or even a half a day when you feel overburdened. These are some of the things that help me. Okay, stay informed, stay channeled in with everything I'm bringing to you. Like, share, and comment. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Shalom. Ashe.